Hey, what's going on, Leo? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. Welcome here to the channel, and welcome to your August 2020 mid-month reading. So, I hope you guys are having a great birthday month. My son is a Leo, and he does live in a different city, so I do miss him around this time more than ever. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoy this read. Do keep in mind it's a general reading. And I do hope it resonates for you and that you enjoy it. So anyway, I'm shuffling the Starman tarot, and I'm using the Starguide tarot card spread, and this is quite an insightful reading, and it's going to look at any sort of glitches in your matrix and how you can weave your way out of them. So anyway, I'm just going to get right to the reading before I make a fool of myself. So guys, thanks again for being here and for your comments and for subscribing to the channel. So the first card we're going to have here is going to look at your present situation. And just keep in mind that this could be happening on a karmic level or a subconscious level. So, just give the reading room to breathe. So I'm going to do a deck cut here and your present situation. Let me just grab this card out here. I'm a little bit colorblind, so I have to look at the cards really closely to see what they are. So we do have the Four of Pentacles here for you, Leo, and this is not something that I think that you guys are super accustomed to. Sort of anxious, money. I'm seeing a certain amount of trembling and just, that was a close one. Yeah, I barely made that one, or where's it going to come from next time? This is really projecting anxiety into your house of money here, you guys. I'm going to put that card down and just see why that's happening. I've known enough Leos in my life to know that the confidence is usually pretty high. So to see this coming in is a little bit of a shaker for you guys. And you may or may not be discussing it with other people, because I do see a mask here. So you could be keeping a really good front. But there's two faces on that mask, so it does get a little bit confusing. Remember to keep your story straight, you guys. If you're telling people things so that they feel better, you better remember who you told what to. If you're talking to friends and family or your parents or whatever, and you're saying, no, everything's cool, but everything's not cool. Just don't say one thing to one person and then another to a different person about your money, because everybody's a gossip, So let's see cause of conflict here, you guys. So we've got the Temperance card, and this is really, really interesting. There could be some messages coming in that you guys are deflecting because you're a little bit nervous, or you just don't want to be seen as having sort of a broke moment in your life, which happens, You do have Temperance coming in to say, yeah, everything's okay, Leo, and they'll sort of smooth out your fur and comb your magnificent mane, and everything will be fabulous for you. But what I love about this Temperance card is that there's messages coming in from your ancestors, from your spirit guides. You can see all this sort of ethereal light coming in, and they're telling you, yeah, everything's going to be all right here, but I don't think you're listening to it because maybe you just don't believe in that type of thing. Or maybe it's just a product of your anxiety that you think your mind is playing tricks on you, or there's a message that it needs to be heard, and you guys are deflecting it for some reason. Very interesting. So let's see changes needed in order to face these challenges. Well, there it is. Sometimes I couldn't pick a better card next if I tried. So here is changes needed in order to face your challenges. You could have a lot going on here. Your world could have been really, really rocked. Keeping a lot to yourself because you don't want to worry other people, or maybe you're a little bit prideful, and that's okay. But the change is needed in order to face your conflict here of this stress and worry and trying to keep up a really brave Leo front. You've got the Four of Swords, and this is actually posed in I don't know the Sanskrit word for this, so I'm just going to say the meditative pose, you know, and really tuning in here to the messages coming in. This is a really fascinating card. It's like you need to just stop time for yourself for a little while and really focus on what is going on and listen to the messages coming in. Like, look at the electricity around this Four of Swords and how it relates to the Temperance. You know, there is something working around you. So try to recognize that your current situation is a passing situation if you're having money troubles, you know, and it's almost like there's money fairies around you and they want to help you to believe, because you guys, I've seen in your readings before that you guys will be the first millionaire in your families, right? So don't let a temporary glitch knock you off the rails of your success. All right, so let's see what your strengths are here, Leo, and take time to meditate already. You've got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is just very intuitive. And she's also, why am I getting this phrase? A real go-getter, you know, so just go with the flow a little bit more. Ease back. Take the passenger seat. Let other people drive. You don't have to be in charge of everything all the time. You don't have to be at the front. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to appear a certain way for other people so that they don't worry, you know? And that's just giving you so much more to worry about. You know, it's just this really particularly crazy roller coaster ride you put yourself on and strapped yourself in. And you're like, hey, I'm okay, everybody, you know, but people are getting some really weird vibes off of you, and you could be cutting yourself off from people as a consequence because you don't want people to pick up on it or feel sorry for you. But in the meantime, you know, people are pretty practical when it comes to problem solving. But anyway, you have your own team in spirit here, and they're going, hello, Leo, we're over here. We can sort of sort out this path for you. The High Priestess really wants you to, and look at the green in here. It's just fantastic. Really sort of go through all of this energy and come out the other side sort of cleaner and fresher and vibing at a higher level so that you can start to really connect with those opportunities instead of feeling stressed out, especially if you're worried about how people will think that you're going to look if you had a rough financial month or two. You know, that's the hardest thing that people can put on top of themselves. Oh, I'm having this really rough time. What are other people going to think about me? Try to put that to the side, you know, and really understand you're getting messages like crazy, but you could be really deflecting all of this intuition with the High Priestess and the Four of Swords and Temperance, because you're putting up a false mask here for other people. Oh, you got a lot going on here, Leo, and you could be doing it all single-handedly, you know, and just sort of walking out like, you know, and that doesn't feel good underneath. You guys are going through a lot is what I see here. So let's see any other challenges, because you need one. Here it is. Six of Wands. Here you are. Here you are, like walking out onto the stage, the hero, you know, everything's cool. I'm going to save this kid while I'm at it too. You know, I just see sort of like Tarzan swinging through the trees like, oh, and you guys don't have to be that. I don't know why you have this really high expectation of who you need to be for other people, you know. Other people have something to give to you too, and they're not going to judge you. I don't know why you're thinking that. And maybe you were judged in the past or something went wrong or whatever, but can you let that go long enough so you can breathe and listen to your spirit guides and your higher self so that they can help you navigate your way out of this? And then you really just don't have to be the hero all the time. You don't. You don't. Let's see your outcome here. Fascinating. Guys, what is going on? So we've got the Five of Wands. So it's just really not the time to start a new trend for yourself. You know, whatever it is that you're going on, you have to resolve what is happening here right now, you know, and take care of it. And stop moving forward as if everything's cool and you got this, because everybody needs help at some point in their life. Every single person. You know, and it can be very, very difficult to ask somebody for help because I think, yes, and this is my personal opinion, people feel really embarrassed. They feel a sense of shame, especially if you're a very independent person, you know, and you don't want to bug other people. There could be so many reasons that you're not asking other people to sort things out, because it's a short-term fix for you, you know, and then you can be on your way and you can be back to, you know, saving children and being the hero. But this is your time to relax and give yourself a break here and let other people come in and help you. You know, and if you need money, just you should be asking for it. And if you need to negotiate things, you know, is it okay if I pay this late? Call the bank, call your landlord, do things, negotiate things out, you know, get an extension, ask for, you know, terms of grace that where you don't have to pay interest. All these things are possible. And I just saw angel number 1133. So it's really time to like stop hiding behind a mask here and start really, really concentrating on how to get through this little bit of a dip, you know, and it's okay. Everybody has them, the best way possible. And if you have to ask people for help, make sure you're asking the right people though, because you do have this very conflicted energy here with the 5 of Wands. And this is probably what you're afraid of, is this conflicted energy. So you probably already know who you can trust and who you can ask for help. And don't worry about banks and credit cards and landlords and utilities, you know, just phone and negotiate. You know, you're quite charming, Leo. You should be able to have all of this wrapped around your little finger with very, very little effort, and not have to feel, you know, embarrassed. So just go rock out your situation here, you know, and ask your guides for help, because they're like, we really want to help you, Leo. So let everything in. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. So take care. Bye.